So hi and welcome back to part 2 in the how to make your own Chrome extension series of videos. So in the last video we left off just with this button in the top of the browser. We could click it did absolutely nothing. So in this video what we're going to be doing is we're going to be actually making our button do something, and what it's going to do is when we click on it, it's going to make a pop-up show up here, and it's going to have a web page in it that does something that we choose. I don't know, we can do anything we want. So to do this, what we have to do is we're going to go into our manifest.json file, and we need to add a new entry in the browser action part of the JSON file. And the new entry is going to be called popup, and we're going to set that. We're going to set that equal to. I almost forgot. We need to put a I can't remember what it's called actually. A comma there, that's what it's called. And we want to specify the page of where the pop-up is. So I'll just say my popup.html. And what we want to do is we want to come back here, and instead of clicking load unpack extension again, because as you'll see if we click on it, it does absolutely nothing, but we don't want to just keep reloading the extension in. So we just have to click our reload or press Ctrl R. As you can see, that reloads everything. We click on see, and as you see, probably nothing happened. Probably due to the fact that we haven't created that page yet. So let's create that page now. So what this page is just going to say is, this is a pop-up in my Chrome extension. Oops. And we want to set this equal, or we want to assign this the name my popup.html. So now if we click on it, it still doesn't work, so let's reload it again. Let's click on it now, and it still doesn't work. Okay, so let's try changing this from pop-up to default pop-up. And then let's reload our extension again. So let's click reload, and click on our extension. And as you can see, we have a pop-up now. So obviously we want to specify some things about our pop-up. So we want to make it bigger, obviously, because it's pretty small. So let's go into our my popup.html page, and let's create a div. I want to set the style of this div equal to width 200 pixels, height 200 pixels, and let's just say this is my pop-up. So let's click this, and as you can see, it made our pop-up bigger because now our pop-up is surrounded in a div. So let's actually set it to the size we want it to be at. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to delete all this, and I'm going to do things right. So I'm going to create a doc type. Then I'm going to just create a basic HTML page to contain our pop-up, and then I'll just give it some attributes. And in the head, we don't want a title, obviously, because we're not going to see it because it's not a web page. So I'm just going to create a style block, and I'm going to set the type equal to text/CSS, and we want to set the body equal to margins. We want to set them equal to 0. We want to set the padding of the body also equal to 0 pixels. We want to set the font family equal to Arial, Helvetica, and then sans serif. We'll also set the size to 13 pixels while we're here. So what we'll do down here is we'll actually, for now we'll just create some text. So let's say this, we also need to create our div again. So we'll give it a class this time. We'll set it equal to popup container div, and in here we'll come up here. We'll just type, or we'll just put it in here. Dot popup container div width. We'll give it a width of maybe let's say 350 pixels, and then they'll set it let's say max. We'll set a minimum height of maybe let's say 150 pixels, and we'll also set a maximum height so that it can expand, but we don't want it to expand forever, so we'll set the maximum height equal to say 700 pixels. And then in here what I'm just going to say is this is my pop-up div. So we shouldn't have to refresh for that, and we didn't, and as you can see our pop-up now shows up. We've set the styles of it and it should actually expand as well. So I'm just going to test that out now. So I'll just copy and paste this a couple of times. So that should be enough. What should happen is we should get a scroll bar. So as you see, we do get a scroll bar, and that shows me maybe our pop-up's too large. So I'll set the look up here, and I'll set the maximum height to 600. Actually, no, let's set 550. 550 pixels is the maximum height that our pop-up can ever get to. Oops, don't want to do that. So let's just try this again, and let's try 250, see if that makes any difference. Okay, so as you can see, the maximum height obviously doesn't do anything with the extension. So that's okay, we'll just get rid of that, we don't need it, because Chrome automatically puts in the scroll bars regardless of whatever you tell your extension to be at. So we just have to be careful of that. So we can, we'll just have to be careful with that when we're making our extension. So I'll just get rid of all those, keep one of them. Let's just refresh, and as you can see, we get, this is my pop-up div back. So that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.